I am posting lots of videos because I'm really trying to put out as much information that I've end up learning. And some of the information that you need to know, it's like a lot of information I know is so friggin' obvious to me that I think everybody knows it. So it's really hard for me to tell what it is that everybody should kind of know. So I get my information by the emails and questions that people send me. So this is a response to somebody else um, that I felt was important that not only he knows, but everybody else knows. And um, how do I explain this? Fear and stress. We all have different roles to play in unfolding this game of awareness. And we tend to think we need to control people down what our solution should be. And that's always wrong. As long as you think you have all of the answers, that's the time you stop learning. That's been my experience. I've had, I was 16, knew it all. Was 20, knew it all. 25, I knew it all. 30, I knew it all. 40, I knew it all. And then when I came to being 50, it's like, okay, I know shit. Came to know that we won't find out the answer to everything until we are able to communicate with everybody. Also know from a parent perspective that I want to guide my children down the right path. I don't want to see them suffer. That's sort of like, okay, we want to guide humanity down the right path. And it's like, okay, my parents knew shit, and I didn't listen to them because their answers didn't make any logic sense to me. Kind of had kids thinking, okay, if I knew more than what my parents knew, then I'm going to learn life through my children's experience. So a lot of what I learned came from my kids. I listened to what they had to say. I didn't put limitations on the way they were raised. Did I, was I perfect at that? No, but I did my best at trying to focus on that major goal. So now that I'm a parent and they are now adults and I'm trying to tell them here's the perfect path to lead, it's like we want to make our own mistakes. And it's like, okay, I'm confused as to why you would want to make a mistake when there's a solution available to you. But okay, let's play that game out. And then I have to sort of reflect on my own self and see that I didn't learn anything that I learned if I didn't make my own mistakes. So I'm coming to learn that my frustration, the stresses that are caused in my life, are by my need to try and guide my children down a perfect path. And yet that's stressing me out. It's causing me to be ill, where can't that logic, that rule that, okay, if I learned everything I know from my mistakes, can I not give that gift to my own kids and allow them to be able to make their own mistakes, because then they will get a lot wiser than me. I learned through my mistakes, they should learn through their mistakes. And then that kind of opened up this big window that, okay, we all have different roles to play. Some of us are more awake, some of us are starting to see what the bigger picture is, and um, we want to guide people down that right path. We're kind of knowing that every illness is caused by stress, and we're stressing ourselves out by trying to wake other people up who aren't interested in listening to us. Bruce Lee had this concept that you are much stronger if you go with the flow of the energy. So it's don't fight anybody. You know, anybody that wants to know information, be happy to share it, but it's best to lead by example. Whatever you think is the solution, then live the solution, and if anybody wants to know any information, then offer it. But I think that that has been my life lesson, that if I wanted my kids to follow my path, I kind of had to be the example of what it is I'm trying to say. And that was the problem of why I didn't listen to my parents, is because they were trying to teach me happiness while they were totally miserable. It's like, show me that you are happy, and then I'll follow by your example. So that's kind of what I'm doing is, okay, I'm trying to fall into the solution so that I'd be an example for my kids to kind of listen to instead of pushing my ideas of what's right and causing myself more stress. And then they're going to look at me and say, why should we listen to you? Look at how stressed you are. So, there are some people that want to fight. So it's like, let them. you know they want to be the soldiers, so let them be the soldiers. And right now they don't know what they're fighting about, but within their learning experience they'll learn what is the good fight, and will ultimately unfold a big awareness from their experience. Some people need to lose everything, and then they're going to be completely shocked, just like you. What was it that made you wake up? Not until something hit you in the backyard, your own backyard. Then you woke up. But somebody was there trying to tell you something. Somebody was trying to warn you about something that you didn't listen because you were enjoying your stuff. So there's going to be a lot of people that won't listen to what you're saying because they're enjoying their stuff. So let them enjoy their stuff, but know that this big awakening is not going to be, a bowl of ice cream. It's not going to look pretty. So when you see another catastrophe coming, sort of be at one with it and say, okay, this is the thing this is the lesson that you need to learn about losing your stuff, even if it's the quality of air. We have to have a lot of tragedies happen so that we can learn from these tragedies. Those that are awake right now, when people lose their minds, as you did, then you have to be the example so that they'll know who to go to, who will ultimately be the answer, who will be the solution that guides them into what to do next. So, noticing that while we see more things to be fearful, while we're awake and we kind of know that fear and stress is really, really bad for you, then I'm suggesting that that is your lesson, is to use every experience that pops up at you, everything that, oh, here's another big bad story, or here's another big bad thing to be scared of. Those are the lessons that are coming into your path that you need to learn how to be calm, how to have no fear, how to just, be at one with it, how to accept and allow it. And if you can learn that in that lesson, then you are developing yourself. I mean, isn't that the whole goal, is to teach everybody not to live in fear? What direction to go into is what you're lacking. So, I will make another video on that one, because there is a way of finding out truth. There is a way of finding out direction, and we really don't know how to do that. But the only way that you will ever be able to find out the truth, the only way you will know your own perfect path, is to first be calm and peaceful and loving. And you have to be feeling all of those while you're facing something that is really, really scary. And then the next step is asking good questions. There is an information field. You can ask the universe any question out there and get the perfect answer through you, through your intuition, through asking quality questions. If you ask stupid questions, you'll get a stupid answer. So it's the quality of questions you ask the universe, like, oh, what am I supposed to do next? What is my purpose? What does the universe need of me? Those are good questions that will guide you where you need to go. But if you ask dumb questions, you're going to get a dumb answer, and you're going to feel lost because it's not really an answer that you're looking for, because you didn't ask the right questions. So I'll make another video on that one. But that is my message to everybody, is kind of recognize that all illnesses all wars, everything that's negative, the root cause of all of that is stress. Something is stressing you out. It's a fight flight instinct that makes you go down the wrong path. So you just need to control that aspect of it and use it as a lesson. You know, it's practice, 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 practice. Peace out.